Welcome back to My Summer Car. In this episode we're going to hopefully fix the head gasket of the vehicle so that we'll have a nicely running engine and hopefully a reliable vehicle after this. So let's get started. So I've already taken the rocker cover bolts off. Just going to remove that, as well as the air filter cover as well. Now next thing we need to do obviously is take the head off in order to get to the head gasket. So let me just pull out my little spanner sets. And going to choose the number 7 spanner to remove the bolts. So I've removed pretty much all the bolts now except for this last one. Just going to take this off and we should be able to pry the cylinder head loose after this. So there we go. Comes off as one piece, including the intake manifold, exhaust manifold and carburetor. You can see there the exhaust and intake valves. Ugh, perfect thumbnail. But if you look over to the right here, you'll see the head gasket itself is completely gone. So no wonder why we were losing oil and coolant and the engine was smoking and all that sort of stuff. It's all warped up. Definitely needs to be changed over. So in order to buy a new head gasket in the game, you do need to take the old one out first. So we'll put this into the van shortly. So just putting this in the van now, and we'll make our way down to the mechanic and buy ourselves a replacement head gasket. Before we go any further, I just remembered I did actually notice that my rear bumper bar is missing on the vehicle, as you can see there. And I've got a pretty good idea of where it is actually, so I'm just going to make my way over here, across here, past the mailboxes, and here's the rear bumper. Just lying here, waiting patiently for me beside the road. I believe this fell off at one point whilst I was test driving the vehicle many months ago, most likely. Now this should be able to just pop back on here. There we go. Now I think there's a few bolts that need to be done up. I'm not quite sure. I need to get the vehicle up in the air in order to see them. I could put it on the tractor, I guess. I'm not going to do that right now. What I did want to show you though was this brand new radar detector that I did get as a Christmas present in the game. Every Christmas the game developer gives you a Christmas present, and yeah, I think it makes a welcome addition inside the vehicle. I'm yet to try it out, but I am told, looks like my battery's dead. Even better. Okay, well, won't be able to show you the radar detector, but I will show you what else I got for Christmas. There's now another bottle of alcohol on the shelf. I got some cash and also a little diskette with a video game, which I don't have a computer to play. Oh well, I can't really show you that now either. Let's call it a day anyway for today and continue tomorrow. Okay, so it's a new day today. It's actually Monday, so the mechanics will be open. Just going to get a bite to eat, a drink, have a shower. Okay, we're ready to go. So we've got the head gasket in the van. So now that it's Monday, early in the morning, we'll get our brand new head gasket, and then we'll have the rest of the day to fit it and hopefully have a running car. So let's go for a bit of a drive down to the mechanics. And it's a lovely day to drive, and what a great game this is as well, just quietly. Really is a life simulator. So to get to the mechanics, just drive down from your house, take the first left, obviously watching out for any traffic, and by traffic I mean drunks. Take the next left again once you get to the end, another intersection, again making sure there's no drunken uncles coming your way. And then you basically continue down this road for a few kilometers until you come upon the mechanic shop on your right hand side. Okay, so here he is, just up ahead. You'll notice the big muscle car out front, which is the little, well, the big loan car that you can drive in case you ever need to leave your vehicle here for repairs. But we're not going to have to worry about that today. Okay, let's see if this guy's open. It's quite early in the morning right now. Yes, he's open. Okay, and there he is. And there's our brand new head gasket. Yep. 328 marks. Shut up. Let's have a look at the service brochure. So we get a 40% discount at the moment. Get a wheel alignment. I'm not going to worry about the wheel alignment this time. Geez, I'm having trouble thinking. I just wish you'd shut up for a second. Oh my god. You can see there's quite a few options here for tuning and whatnot. But I'm not going to worry about any of this today. You can see here as well, you can repair broken engine parts. I'm just looking at that as well. Brake check and repair, but yeah, the wheel alignment, all that sort of stuff, not really going to worry about it. You can actually change the final drive ratio as well. The default is 4286 there, as you can see. But yeah, I'm not going to worry about any of this stuff. You can do rust repair, sheet metal repair is actually quite expensive depending on what you choose. You can change colors and whatnot. Yeah, maybe for a future episode I'll come back and get some additional services done to the vehicle. We will need tires as well, but I'll leave that for another day. Today what we're here for mostly is our head gasket. So let's just pick this up and get this out the door, shall we? There we are. So let's just get this show on the road. Look at that. A nice gleaming, brand new. Look at that in the sunlight. Doesn't that just look perfect? Okay, we're back home now, so without further ado, let's get this head gasket onto the vehicle. So there we go. Installation is reversive removal. Get the cylinder head back on and do up the bolts for the cylinder head. Just doing the last bolt now. Done. Putting some coolant in there. They must have put some sound effects as part of one of the later updates. And some oil. Oops. Oil. 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 So you do need to replace oil and coolant because you've just taken the cylinder head off, of course. Okay, and what I've done is I've just taken a new battery off charge, while my other battery off charge. I'm just going to do a swap over of the batteries. So always remove negative first, and then positive last. Take the old battery out, and put the one that's been on charge into the vehicle. Okay, just having a look at the battery that I took out to put back onto charge. It's looking pretty bad actually, according to this, but we'll see if it takes. Alright, so here's the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and start the vehicle and see if she runs okay. We don't want any smoking, and we want oil pressure, okay? And you can see our radar detector is working as well, or the light's on at least. Alright, fingers crossed, pull the choke out, and we'll give her a start. Here we go. Oh, almost. Okay, interesting. It hasn't been run for a little while, so let's try it again, shall we? Oh, there we go. That's it, she's fired into life. Okay, so oil pressure. Yep, we've got oil pressure, which is good. We'll just let her warm up for a little bit. Let's give it a moment or two. So my plans for this vehicle at this point in time is just to get it road registered. So that's going to come next after this, basically. I just want a running vehicle that's running reliably. Let's just pull the hood open and have a look, making sure that there's no smoke or anything weird going on. There is a bit of a ringing sound, like a metallic noise. I'm not quite sure what that is. If any of you know what that is, can you perhaps leave a comment please below in this video. You'll hear it's like a ringing. Anyway, yeah, so my plans are, once I've got the vehicle running, I do need to get tires on it, and then we are going to basically see if we can take it over the pits or over the inspection basically, and get it road registered, and then from there on, who knows what's going to happen, hey? If any of you guys have any ideas what you want me to do, leave a comment below as well. But for the moment, what we are going to do is we are going to see if we can go for a little test drive. So handbrake off, and let's reverse out of here then, shall we? Just using obviously the G27 here with the clutch. I find the clutch is a little bit sensitive in this game, but we do what we can. Okay, here we go. Try not to stall it. And there we go, it's running again, back on the road. So yeah, as I said before, once I've done this little test drive today, if everything's checking out, then the last item we need to do basically to get this car over the inspection and get it road registered is to get some brand new tyres on it, because the tyres that are on there at the moment, I'm told, will not pass inspection. And I've seen them as well, you've probably seen them too, they do look rather terrible. So we're not going to go far today, and definitely not going to hit the highway, because the cops might actually catch us if the vehicle, you know, obviously isn't registered yet. So just going to stick to the back roads, and just going to see how she runs for the moment. Now that there's a bit of warmth in the engine, see how fast we can go. The tune actually isn't too bad on this car, I must say. I actually just tuned it myself. Using the air fuel mixture gauge that you'll see on the far left of the dash panel there as well, you can see I'm running at about 14.5 for air fuel, which is slightly on the rich side, but I want to actually keep it rich because it does actually help with engine durability. Obviously it doesn't really help with economy, and performance is probably not the optimal. Say if you run like 14.7 or 15.7, whatever it is that people like to run, I find that's just a little bit too lean. So yeah, anyway, it seems to be running quite well, I must say. No overheating so far. It's fully warmed up, so yeah, everything's working quite well, I must say. So yeah, there's really a good sense of reward this game gives you when you finally got your car working, because you just know the amount of blood, sweat and tears that you put into the car, and to finally get it running like this, I must say it's quite a joy. You just want to keep driving it, and I haven't felt anything like this before in really any other game, I must say, any other driving game at least, where it's such a simple little vehicle, but there's so much to it, so many variables, and that's what just makes it so exciting and so fun. So just heading down to the end of our little road here. I'm not going to join the intersection, I'm going to call it a day here. Interesting, my rear bumper hasn't fallen off yet. I haven't actually screwed it on, I haven't tightened it on. Across the railroad tracks, got to be careful with those tracks as well, because the train does cross there quite often. Just doing a little bit more speed here, see what she's capable of. I must say, I've got the choke turned off now, obviously, because the engine is warmed up fully. But you can see here how it's running really quite well, and I really don't want to put this car away. But I do know that I can't actually drive it just yet on the highway, because it's not actually road registered. So we're almost there, guys. It's taken me how many years to get to this point? I finally got my summer car working, at least for the moment. I won't jinx it, I hope. As you'll see in this game, that lots of your engine parts actually can wear out and fail at any point. So the fact that the car's running strong at the moment, I could say is a bit of a miracle. Let's grab second again there and rev it out a bit. Runs well. Hard on the brakes. Oops, I think I've locked the wheels up. Oh, that was fun. Okay, so that's basically it for now anyway. So just bear with me while I try to start this thing up again. Oh, what a nightmare. It's just like a real carbureted engine. It can be really quite a pain to manage when it's warm. Anyway, that's it for the moment, folks. We're getting so close now to getting this car road registered and getting some number plates on it. Again, like I said, all she really needs right now is some brand new tires, and technically that's all we need. What I'm going to do, hang on, let's just turn off the ignition. Oops. Oops. There we go. Just want to show you, the catalog was recently moved back here into the garage. But anyway, these are some of the options we've got for modding the vehicle. You can see here there's some nice alloy wheels, there's a nice sports steering wheel, some even better car seat covers. I've got the air fuel mixture gauge already, lightning flywheel from the looks, subwoofers, there you go, there's lightning flywheel. You got a dual carburetor set up here, racing carbs, extractor, racing muffler, which I've already got but I haven't installed. You've got NOS, you've got better radiator, more carburetors, safety equipment, what looks like better lights, coilover shocks. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, if any of you have any ideas, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, next episode I'm just going to focus on getting her... Ooh, almost got myself run over there. Don't try and start it in gear, guys, not a good idea. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you've got any thoughts at all, put them in the comments below. Otherwise, next episode I'm going to focus on getting it registered. So I just need new tires now, I think. And as you can see here, just having another look at the engine, it really is purring like a kitten at the moment, and exhaust smoke looks just right as well, telling me that the mixture's pretty much bang on. Probably could use a touch more leaning out, but yeah, apart from that, I think it's looking really good. Thanks for watching. If you've stayed this far, thank you. I wanted to make this one as quick as possible today. But yeah, you'll see here that there's really not much else to do. Thanks for watching. Before I forget, let's just bolt in the rear bumper bar before it does fall off again one day. Great!